At times, when price gets to a very key area of support or resistance, it tends to range. And for this USD index from the daily time frame perspective, we should be able to see that range. For 2 weeks, the market has been in a sideways uh, movement. And I'm going to show you exactly what we're talking about here. I'm just going to mark this area here using this box, using this daily candles. I could zoom in a bit so that you see these candles here. You can see how these candles kept on reacting to the 99.30 area on the DXY USD index that we've been talking about for a while now. And you can see this movement here. Now, for you to see this range better, you could always drop down in time frames. You could drop down to the next lower time frame, which is the 4 hours time frame, and then you see this properly. Let me zoom out. Now you see this range over here, the range around the 99.30, which simply shows you that there is presence of sellers here. And of course, there's also presence of buyers because clearly now it seems that they have made some sort of demand area here, right? You can see that price kept on bouncing from this area here. You can as well look to the left-hand side and then you should be able to see something that will give you some further clues as to why price started to act as support over here. So this range that we're looking at here, obviously it needs to break. So the question now is it going to break to the downside or is it going to break to the upside? If you remember from previous videos, we've been talking about the 100.50 area, which is also a significant area of resistance for this year. I repeat, for this year. And based on the Fibonacci retracement, price dropped to 50 to 61.8 over here and looks to be making its way higher. But of course, we've had this stumbling block here for about 2 weeks. So is price going to push higher or is it going to push lower? Is there going to be a breakout? Yes, but to which direction? Up or down? That is the question. Um, Always, as usual, follow price. In as much as I would like price to get to 100.50, we could decide to even go lower. Whatever the case may be, I would adjust my analysis and flow with price. Price is your friend. From what we have here, as you can see, we drop down to the 4 hours time frame. Depending on what you're looking at, you could also decide to drop down to the hourly time frame. As you drop down, you start to see things a bit more clearer, and then you can start to make plans as to what you want to do. Most times I wouldn't drop down lower than 1 hour in the video so that you don't start, seeing too many things. You see too many things equals to too many opportunities, equals to too many trades, equals to too many losses before you have that nice runner. Keep it clean. You don't need to have 100 trades in a month to be able to hit your target. You can hit your target with 1 to 3 clean trades. And I'd always recommend a higher time frame. Anything from 1 hour, right? For your mental, for your psychology, for everything is ideal. And also 1 hour time frame, I like it a lot because it's in the middle of this, scalpers from the 5 minutes and also in the middle from position traders from like the daily, weekly, monthly time frame traders as well. So from what we're talking about here, it's always key paramount that you understand what we have in front of us, what we're looking at from like the higher time frame perspective, and of course how it affects other instruments. As we're here expecting it to push higher, that means that we're expecting GBP USD to push lower. The same thing for Euro USD as well to push lower. And of course for USD Switzerland francs to push higher. So when you look at the market from the DXY perspective, right, have that directional bias as to what is going to happen. This week is the non-farm payroll. Today is the first of the month of June. Happy New Month to everybody. So as this week is the month of the non-farm payroll, if you look at what we have here for the calendar, you clearly see that we've had something high impact for the dollar already. And you can see this is positive, and that's why you had the USD, blast upwards, move upwards in an aggressive manner, in a volatile manner because of the outcome of this news. And of course, we still have some USD news coming out on Wednesday, and of course, the big one on Friday, which is the non-farm payroll, the unemployment rate. So this could easily be a catalyst for price to break out. To which direction? Is it up? Is it down? Now that is the question that we all need to answer. And I would advise you wait for more clues as to the directional bias. Most times Mondays could be tricky because you could have some false moves to the upside, to the downside, or whatever the case may be. So most times for me personally as a trader, I I don't place trades on Mondays. I don't even look at the charts on Mondays. I could brace in and then brace out and then come properly on Tuesday. You need to have a game plan. You need to have, a structure. You need to have something that is going to guide you as to how you're supposed to be trading. And that's why I would always say your strategy is key. How you execute your trades based on your strategy is key. How you manage your trades for your risk management, for your trade management, and also keeping records. Have a journal, right? And be accountable. All of this is going to help you for your psychology. It's going to help you to achieve that goal that you want to achieve. You could achieve it in 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and so on. Well, we all know that this business is not a sprint. It's more of a marathon. So it's something that you will have losses, but then dust yourself up simply because your risk management was in good order. Dust yourself and then continue. And before you know it, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, there's improvement. I tell people that this is a retirement plan. Take your time, right? The market has been here before us, and the market is going to continue to be here even long after we've gone. So why not take your time to learn it properly, right? It's very key, very important. I'm going to be ending this video here. If you have any question whatsoever, whether it's based on the fundamentals or the technicals we've talked about, or even the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CHF currency pairs that we follow majorly, feel free to ask. You have any analysis, you have any questions, this is what you're seeing, this is what you did, this is the outcome. Let us know and we can rub minds together. Okay? Thank you guys. Trade safely this week is going to be really volatile, and your money in your account is better than your money in somebody else's account. Okay? Thank you guys, and goodbye for now. Cheers.